Tell everybody your name and who we're talking to right now.
I'm Cynthia McKinney, and I'm happy to be talking to David D.
You know, first of all, you've been making a lot of noise. I think they thought...
Have I?
Yes, you have. I think they thought when you left Congress that was the last they were going to hear of you. And we pick up the paper and you're kicking up dust everywhere. So the obvious question is, the last few times I heard you kicking up dust, you were being a thorn in the side to the people that tried to run campaigns to get you out of office. We're talking about the government of Israel. So what's going on in Gaza and Israel for you right now?
Well, basically, you're right. There were some people who thought that I was going to go and hide under a rock. That's what they wanted me to do. But there's too much injustice in the world for those of us who love justice and seek the protection of everyone's human rights. There's too much work to be done. And whether that work is in Congress or out of Congress, the work still has to be done. And I am very happy to do that work. Right after the opening sorties of the Israeli Air Force in Operation Cast Lead, which was an operation utilizing F-16s and helicopter gunships to rain white phosphorus and depleted uranium, cluster bombs, and everything else that kills people onto the trapped 1.5 million people of Gaza. I was contacted by the Free Gaza movement and asked if I would go to Gaza the next day to deliver medical supplies, and of course I said yes. So I went I got onto a boat in Cyprus, and from Cyprus the idea is that we leave Cypriot territorial waters, we go through international waters, and then we enter Gaza through Gazan territorial waters. Mm-hmm. Never having to ask Israel or ask the United States or ask Egypt or ask anybody if we can travel someplace. This is an assertion of our human rights and of the human rights of the people of Gaza. Well, as it turns out, the Israelis didn't want to have any part of me going to Gaza. So they rammed the boat that I was in, and the boat was totally destroyed. We were left there to fend for ourselves with a boat that was taking on water. Thank goodness the government of Lebanon decided that they would rescue us, and so we were rescued and we made it into a Lebanese harbor.
Our boat was rammed 3 times, twice in the front and 1 on the side. But let me also state for the record that what we experienced earlier today pales in comparison to what the people of Gaza are experiencing right now as we do this interview.
Right, but
our mission was a peaceful mission to deliver medical supplies, and our mission was thwarted by the Israelis, the aggressiveness of the Israeli military. Now, one of the things that I would like to ask President-elect Obama is to say something, please, about the humanitarian crisis that is being experienced right now by the people of Gaza. I would like to ask my former colleagues in the United States Congress to stop sending weapons of mass destruction around the world as we are about to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Let us remember what he said. He said that the United States was the greatest purveyor of violence on the planet. And guess what? We experienced a little bit of that violence because the weapons that are being used by Israel are weapons that have been supplied by the United States government.
Congresswoman McKinney, if I could you describe what happened? Was there any warning given by the Israeli patrol boats? We're hearing some reports out of Israel that they were trying to stop you from coming into Israeli waters, and that the captain of the Dignity, tried to maneuver around the boat, and that's when the collision occurred.
As you can see, I'm standing beside a pleasure boat. What the Israelis are saying is outright disinformation. But I recall that there was another boat that was attacked by Israelis, and it was the USS Liberty. And people would like to forget about the USS Liberty, but I haven't forgotten about it, and the people who were on that ship have not forgotten about what happened to them. And what happened to us last night was a direct threat to our mission, but not our cause.